Hello everyone, before we start this video, if I can ask you to subscribe to United 24 Media on YouTube. We put out some great content and are definitely worth a follow. Now, on to today's video, and it's a very interesting one. So these clips here are showing skirmishes at the border checkpoint between Ukraine and Russia, near a town called Kozinka, Belgorod Region. It includes the use of at least one tank. Now information is sketchy, but this is claimed to be the work of either the Russian Volunteer Corps or the Freedom of Russia Legion. The Russian Volunteer Corps released this statement. I will play it in full and then read a rough translation.
Мы такие же россияне, как и вы. Мы такие же люди, как и вы. Мы хотим, чтобы наши дети росли в мире и были свободными людьми, чтобы они могли путешествовать, учиться и просто были счастливы в свободной стране. Но этому нет места в современной путинской России, прогнившей насквозь от коррупции, вранья, цензуры, ограничений свобод и репрессий. В той России, где жизнь человека значит меньше, чем кошелек чиновника. В той России, где прокладывают отдельную железную дорогу в резиденцию бункерного деда, вместо того, чтобы отремонтировать дороги в регионах. В диктаторской стране, где за призывы к миру детей разлучают с родителями, а подросткам дают пожизненные сроки. Но диктатуре Кремля пришло время положить конец. Спасибо всем тем, кто поддерживает нас, кто отправляет нам донаты и курит там, где надо. Ваша поддержка – это то, что каждый день напоминает нам о нашей финальной цели на Красной площади. Будьте смелыми и не бойтесь, потому что мы возвращаемся домой. Россия будет свободной.
So in a plot twist nobody saw coming, Belgorod Region has been invaded by other Russians. Here's the geolocation. So this occurred at the border crossing here. If we zoom out, we can see the crossing is northwest of Kharkiv, and not near Belgorod city itself, yet. There are also unconfirmed reports of shelling and skirmishes in other border villages. Now this is something we definitely need to keep an eye on. The Russian Volunteer Corps is a paramilitary unit of Russians fighting against Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Ukrainian officials say it's an independent force, not part of Ukraine's armed forces. Earlier this year, an attack in Bryansk, Russia was blamed on the Russian Volunteer Corps, but many say this was a false flag attack. In April, they also entered the village of Shluchov in Bryansk. Again, there are many who say this was also a false flag. The Freedom of Russia Legion is a group who are officially incorporated into Ukraine's armed forces, consisting of defectors and Russian and Belarusian volunteers. But information is sketchy. Despite the statement from the Russian Volunteer Corps, we can't say for sure that it's accurate. It could be misinformation, this could be a false flag by Russia, or internal fighting between elements of the Russian army. Now, going against this being a false flag, it does look like the tank entered the border region from Ukraine's side, and I have to think Ukraine has the border well monitored. Would they really let a Russian tank lurk around in this region without destroying it first? So we are going to have to wait for more details. This is most certainly going to lead to Russia strengthening the border, if legitimate. Whether the Volunteer Corps plan to permanently hold these positions or not, if it's legit, Russia won't want it to happen again and will deploy more troops here, which means fewer troops available for Ukraine itself if they're tied down at the border to prevent crossings and raids. For what it's worth, Deep State's map has updated and has classified this area as a contested graze zone. So the folks there certainly see this as legitimate, as do many other commentators and analysts online. If legit, this could cause Russia a lot of problems. I don't envision Belgorod to be highly defended because, despite building some new defences and trenches here, I don't think Russia ever really expected an invasion of the territory. So who knows how long the forces at this crossing can hold the positions for, or if it can even advance elsewhere. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.